Hi guys, and welcome to the Leo season vibe check. Okay, the vibe checks, if this is your first time, is a video that I do at the turn of every astrological season, just to let every sign in the zodiac know what they can expect to confront this season, what their energy is looking like headed into this season if they haven't really pinpointed how they're feeling. And really how to best utilize the energy of the season. So if this is your first time, those are the themes you can expect to confront in the vibe check. We'll go down every element, starting with fire, moving on to earth, air, and then water. And yeah, that's pretty much the rundown about what the vibe check is. This is the Leo season vibe check. You guys might notice that I'm in the lovely outdoors, which I've never been. This is my first time doing my vibe check outdoors, and I love being outdoors doing this. I'm so glad I have the chance and the setup to make this happen. I think Leo is like so powered by the sun. That's why I was like, I need to get out and do this one in the sunlight, in the outdoors, to really like harness that fiery energy of the Leo. Okay, if you don't know much about Leo season is great for manifesting. I know like the Leo new moon is like a huge manifesting moon. You can usually like get a quick ritual done during the Leo new moon, which I actually don't know the date, but I'll go ahead and put it, somewhere, okay, in this video, so we can definitely be into as to when that's gonna happen. And then I'm gonna do an old school thing. I'm gonna do something I started when I first was doing my vibe checks, which is I'm gonna go ahead and pull out the card in the tarot that represents the Leo, so we can use that as our energy anchor, okay? So just give me 1 minute while I go ahead and find the strength card to be our energy anchor for this vibe check. And then without further ado, I'll go ahead and head right on into the reading. Okay, here we go. Oh, I don't know what that was, and I'm very sorry. Of course, being outside, I'm gonna try to minimize all the sounds and things that I can while I'm outside, and do my best to like really edit this video and make it as easy a process, as easy a listening process as I can. But anyway, here is the strength card that is representing Leo in the tarot. You see it already has the lion on there. She's taming the lion. She's using her strengths, which are really more of a mental strength, more of a test of her own will and test of her own patience, really, to be able to tame and guide that lion and really just make that lion feel calm, cool, and collected. And when we think about the lion, we're thinking about the beast, like it could be the beast within, it could be the beast externally, it could be a number of different things. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the fire sign vibe check for Leo season. Okay, if you are a Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius, this part of the reading is for you. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Spirit, what can the Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius people expect to be confronting, dealing with during this Leo season? What is their energy looking like this Leo season, and how can they best take advantage of, any opportunities that come their way, as far as like how their energy feels and how to best utilize it? Let's go. Okay. Get 2 more cards. I want to do 5 cards for each element today. Spirit, can I just get 1 more card for the fire sign people? There's so much energy going on in here. I'm just going to take what Spirit has given me, which is 8 cards. In the back of the deck, we have the High Priestess. So I feel like you guys may be coming into key information this season. It might be just time for you guys to bridge some gaps and to make some connections, as far as the information you're obtaining, and really applying it to your real life, your natural life, you know what I mean? But definitely a lot of information coming through for you guys, a lot of things being revealed, And maybe it takes a little bit of time to, bridge these gaps. Maybe at first you don't really understand why everything is happening or why you're learning the things you're learning, but definitely a lot of information coming your way. And you're gonna really have to step into your power in terms of, mediating the in-between. And that's not saying like mediating in terms of, having somebody around you that you need to necessarily problem solve with. It's not necessarily like peer mediating or mediating issues within the family. It's mediating within your own feelings. I pulled a chakra card for you guys and you got psychic abilities. So definitely a lot of connections needing to be made with you guys this season. You're coming into a lot of information and you're going to have to make a lot of connections. So we have the Three of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like your work might be disrupted a little bit. You might just not have clarity on where you are headed during, in work and partnerships. The Three of Pentacles is all about teamwork. It's all about coming together to create something or to maintain something, and you might just find that energy is disrupted with the Three of Pentacles being in reverse. The moon is here, so there's some mystery as to where you're heading. I feel like if you are experiencing a work-life disruption, you might be moving into more individual work, or you might just be really questioning what are your next steps, where are you headed on this on this career journey that you're taking. We have the Seven of Cups in reverse. So the Seven of Cups in reverse speaks to a little bit of a lack of ability to make decisions. I feel like you're going to be because you're coming into so much energy with this High Priestess, you're really going to be confused. You're really going to be unable to make a solid decision, and you're not going to want to make the wrong choice. So I feel like it is definitely going to require you to take some time, and get your energy right so that you guys can make the right decision for you. We have the Star in reverse too here, which speaks to a little bit of misguidance. I feel like be very careful who you're getting your information from. You always want to fact check. You always want to verify before you make any moves, before you make any choices. And that might be what your Seven of Cups in reverse is really speaking to. Okay? It might be really speaking to you needing to go and do the extra research. You know what I'm saying? Figure out for yourself. Don't just take people's word as law, especially when it comes to your work life and your partnerships. You might be getting information that's inaccurate. It might be fueled by jealousy, by hate. It might just be fueled by the unknowing. Like somebody might just really not know what they're doing, and they want to help, or they want to be that person that is a leader in the group, and they really don't know what they're doing. So you're gonna have to really get your information together and fact check. You see my High Priestess here is doing the research. She's getting the information, and the High Priestess really is in charge of disseminating the information. So if this is you, if you're the High Priestess, don't go into your work situation guessing and shooting blanks. You want to go there with your information correct, with your facts correct, and you want to be able to provide what you need to provide for your team. A lot of fire signs are leaders. A lot of fire signs are looked at as leaders just because of the energy that they bring to any given situation. We have the Wheel of Fortune, which means things are going to end up turning out in your favor during this Leo season. Even though you might be confronted with some decision making, a little bit of mystery and not knowing where you're going with the Moon card, and then the misguidance with the Star card, ultimately you are going to come out on top. The Wheel of Fortune is going to turn in your favor, and you're going to get whatever it is that you're seeking to manifest in your career. But during this Leo season, fire signs, you guys are very much focused on the career. You'll end up definitely with the sun shining on you. You'll end up with the energy and the information and the power really that you need. But this is also saying to go and move into this energy, or move into this new place with a free mind and with an open spirit. You know what I'm saying? Really harness your childlike energy so that, you're not really meant to be taking things too seriously. That doesn't mean that you're out here, like I said, shooting blanks or doing anything. But, just really enjoy what you're doing. You need to be enjoying what you're doing. And then with the Ten of Cups is peace and harmony all the way around. What I'm seeing here with this Ten of Cups is like your home situation may really come to a full circle moment. You might really experience a lot of peace and a lot of harmony and support at home. So while, your work life is a little rocky and you might be having to, bridge these gaps and make things happen. You really might be finding a lot of support in your home life, okay? So those were the tarot cards for the fire signs, and I'm gonna go ahead. First, I'm gonna let this siren time out. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but there's a siren in the background, and I don't wanna... Wow, that was really long and really annoying. But here we go. So I went ahead and pulled some Moonology cards. I usually don't include this in the vibe check, but I wanted to. What is that? I went ahead and pulled some Moonology cards. I usually don't include them in the vibe check here, but I went ahead and did so today. So we have conclusions are within reach, which is definitely right what I was talking about. Getting the information, making connections. You're going to be coming to a lot of conclusions about just the influx of information that you're getting. You have full moon in Sagittarius, which is looking at the bigger picture. Okay, so you're definitely going to want to be looking at this with a large world view, or a widened world view. You know what I'm saying? Don't take whatever's going on with you during this Leo season and minimize it to like just you. You want to definitely look at the bigger picture, and that's what the Wheel of Fortune was kind of talking about, you coming out on top, and that's really going to come through and show itself to you in your work life, okay? With these partnerships, with these team projects that you're doing at work or at school or wherever you are, it's really going to come through to you in that way, the bigger picture. And that's going to be like you not necessarily rushing to be in charge or you rushing to be the leader, but when you do come with your facts and information, it's correct and it's reliable. You know what I'm saying? It's not a race to who does it first. It's about who does it most efficiently and most correctly, okay? The new start is coming. A new start is coming for you guys, okay? So there you guys have it with that. Let's see what crystals and affirmations you got before I go ahead and move on to, what did I say, Earth next? Okay, let's see. All right. Oh, get laser focused. There you go. Get laser focused. It's all about the work, guys. It's all about the work that you're doing during this time. That's going to be your key. And that was Azurite. Get laser focused. So that's your advice. That's your advice for Leo season, is to get focused. Okay, and let's see what there we go. The affirmation came out nice and quick. It says, I am worry free. Okay, so this is the energy that you guys should really be embodying, and this is something that you guys can go ahead and write down and tape to your wall, or do what you need to do with it. Repeat this to yourself and really be in the energy of being worry free. Okay, it says, I release worry over things I cannot control. Instead, I choose to focus on things that are pleasing to me. When I release worry, I allow room for solutions to enter my life. I am worry free. And the key there is things you can't control. Yeah, they might be on your mind and you might be thinking about them, but you do need to just release them. And that can mean doing a ritual of release, or that can mean just telling yourself, you know, I've already won. Things are going to be okay. You know what I mean? Affirmations work for some people. Rituals work for some people. Just pop down in the comment section if you want a recommendation on how to release. But the second thing there is choosing to focus on things that are pleasing to me. And I feel like when you dedicate your time and pour your energy into things that really make you feel good, you kind of lose room for anything that's going to make you worry. There's no space for it, you know, like you're dealing with, you know, our brain power is definitely unlimited. And I feel like the information we can hold is unlimited, but it's like what is at the forefront of your brain is taking up the most energy. Okay, and so that was the vibe check, the Leo season vibe check for air signs. That's Sagittarius, Aries, and Leo. And without any other hesitations, I'll go ahead and move on to the earth signs. So if you're an earth sign, this part of the reading is for you, and that's Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus. So if you're a Capricorn, Virgo, or a Taurus, this is your Leo season vibe check. Let's see, Spirit, what information do you guys have? What are the earth sign people going to be dealing with, You know, these cards really went crazy during the Leo season. I mean, the fire sign reading. So let me just organize them because they're all over the place. Like, some of them are face up, face down, looking crazy. So, Spirit, go ahead and tell us. Okay, what energy are the earth signs dealing with during this season? Okay. There we go. Okay. Alrighty. So all of these cards came out face up, which means, not all of them, but 3 out of the 5. And I feel like, oh, wow. Even I don't even know which one is on the back of the deck. This came out on the front of the deck, really, the 3 of Swords, and then you guys got the 9 of Pentacles really on the back of the deck. And I feel like there's 2 energies coming here because you guys are kind of headed into Leo season with this sort of anxiety, or like it could be betrayal, it could be like, you know, friendships and relationships not going, you know, quite smoothly, and maybe you're feeling like you're in the middle of something. You know, maybe you feel like you're the third sword here in the middle of something, or you could be affected by a third party situation. But really, like, I feel like towards the end of this season, or this might be vice versa for some people, you know, you might be feeling really relaxed and really, you know, really basking in the enjoyment of your life during the beginning of this season, and then confronted with some sort of third party situation at the end of the season. But nonetheless, both of those energies are there and we should recognize them. So we have the 9 of Swords, and just remember, you know, this is a collective reading. So if this energy doesn't resonate with you, that's totally okay. Like, there might be something in here that does, or there might be, you know, this might not be something that's meant for you. Okay, so the 9 of Swords we have is the energy of like staying up all night, being very worried about a situation and not being able to get something off of your mind. Okay. Oh, you know what? Before I even get into the tarot cards, I definitely did want to read you guys the front and back of the deck energy, but let's just see. You guys got 2 chakra cards, creativity and self-esteem, and it's orange and yellow. This is the solar plexus and the sacral chakra. Okay, so creativity and self-esteem, I feel like a lot of your self-esteem is probably going to come from you being creative in some certain way this season. You might want to just like flex that creative muscle and do some creative projects, do some things with your hands. It'll make you feel good because your mind is racing. You need to slow down your mind. Your mind is racing. You're feeling anxious. You're not able to sleep. It's really like something is really weighing on your mind, and it might be that third party situation. You're gonna have to act as the King of Cups this season if you are a earth sign. So the King of Cups is that energy of being emotionally stable in oneself, not really wanting to save everyone. You know what I mean? The King of Cups is definitely not that energy that's going to save everyone, but he is going to lead by example and say, let me pull myself out of this emotional, this tumultuous situation that's wrecking my emotions. You know what I'm saying? He's made himself a throne in the middle of the ocean where the waters are treacherous. You know what I'm saying? These waters are uneasy. They're probably not easy to swim in, uncomfortable. And he's probably going to just sit on this throne that he's created for himself, that he's manifested for himself, enjoy this peace and wait for the storm to pass. The 3 of Cups is, you know, celebrations and getting together. And what I'm feeling here with this energy is like you might have to get outside and get, you know, just in a celebratory energy this season. Now be careful who you're moving around with and who you're doing things with, because there's definitely this 3 of Swords energy, but it might be very necessary for you and your growth this Leo season. I'm not even saying like that it's something that you can avoid, but I'm just saying be careful and be very mindful of when you do come into this situation and you do feel like, okay, now I've recognized that was my 3 of Swords moment that the video talked about. Just tell yourself it's okay. This is something I can work through. This is something I can move through. Feel your pain if you need to feel your pain. You don't have to run away from it. But I feel like in the midst of all of that, the Three of Cups energy is there. So this can either be, for some of you guys, this can be the area where you're meeting this Three of Swords pain. And for some of you, this can be the area where you are overcoming the Three of Swords pain, getting out of the house and really just enjoying and celebrating and basking in the enjoyment of your life. Okay, that's a full circle little moment there. And now I can see why both of these cards really wanted to present themselves to us. We have the Ace of Pentacles here, so I definitely see like you guys being inspired or influenced really to get to work on something and to pour your focus into something new. It's definitely going to be something that's enjoyable. I feel like it might be something that starts off as a hobby, but as you can see here, it's like we start with this one pentacle and nine pentacles have grown from it. So this is just like, imagine, you know, whatever hobby, whatever thing you fall into out of enjoyment, this season can definitely be quite lucrative for you if you want it to be, but it can also just be a hobby. It can just be something you're using just for the sake of enjoyment and just for the sake of, like I said, being creative and doing things with your hands. Okay, and then lastly we have the High Priestess, and the High Priestess she's bridging the gap between your spiritual and your physical, your idealism and your reality. And so that could be a lot to do with the Nine of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles energy, and just, yeah, you know what I'm saying? This could be a lot to do with like bridging that gap and making this hobby into something a little bit more lucrative, making it something that you can really monetize and enjoy in that way. So yeah, definitely take advantage of this creativity and this creative energy confronting you during this season. And I will say a lot of times that creativity is really what's going to be like rebuilding your self-esteem during this time, Earth signs. But what I really want to say is like sometimes it comes through the experience of a heartbreak, a heart chakra expansion, you know what I mean? And it's unavoidable and it's beneficial. It's uncomfortable. It's not something we want to go through, but it's very beneficial for us in terms of our growth. You know what I mean? Let's move on and get some Moonology cards cracking for you guys. All right, let's see what Moonology messages are here for my Earth sign watchers, listeners, participators. Okay, let's not do too much. I just want 2 or 3. Spirit, what Moonology messages are coming through for my Earth signs? Okay, we have a win-win outcome. It's forecast. Okay, Libra, full moon in Libra, a win-win outcome. So there's nothing really for you guys to worry about. And even in terms of this, you know, heart chakra expansion or whatever. And look, in the back of the deck, it says your confidence is key to success. And what did you guys get here? Self-esteem. So you really need to work on your self-esteem and building your self-esteem this season, Earth signs. You really shouldn't commit any energy to things that don't make you feel good or make you feel less than or make you feel unworthy. If anything is causing a self-worth issue in you, confront it. Okay, book a personal 30-minute reading and we'll get to the bottom of it. Like, honestly, you don't even have to get the full hour reading to confront these things. Like, they're uncovered. Be bold and make the first move. Okay, be bold and make the first move. This is probably saying something along the lines of like just not waiting around on anyone. You don't want to wait around on anyone. Okay, let's see. What advice do you have, Spirit, for the Earth signs? Earth sign advice for the season. That wasn't it. I just pulled that because I was like a little over shuffling. But let's see what really comes out. This one shot out. So we have detox your life and clear the clutter. Detox your life and clear the clutter. Okay, so those are 2 very important things. I feel like for the creative energy to flow and for, you know, you to really be in your creative energy, you do need to clean up. You do need to clean up. Energy is not flowing through a house or a home that's full of clutter. Okay, and this could be your car, this could be your closet, this could be your entire home. Energy is just not flowing through a home that's full of clutter. And then 3 more that you guys got were let the money flow in. Okay, so be really open to receiving. Schedule yourself in. Okay, that's what the King of Cups is all about. He ain't trying to save nobody but himself. Okay, he's leading by example. Schedule yourself in, and then last but not least, be kind to yourself. Be patient with yourself. Okay, that's what's gonna really be building your self-esteem up, is being, when you're just okay with who you are and where you are, like nobody can take that away from you. You know what I mean? And affirmation to close out this portion of the reading, this lovely earth sign portion of the reading. Let's see what affirmation. I am worthy. I am enough, and I am worthy of receiving everything I desire. I do not need to prove myself to those who would seek to diminish me. I am worthy. Okay, didn't I say something before about a self-worth, about something, that things that make you feel less than worthy? Okay, this thing says, I do not need to prove myself to those who seek to diminish me. I do not need to prove myself to those who seek to diminish me. If there's somebody who's really seeking to diminish you, cut them out of your life. Get rid of them fully and really and truly. Get rid of them. Okay, and then that's it for you guys. I feel like if this resonated with you, this is the group that wants to book a personal reading. And you know what, just as a little gift, if you made it to the end of this reading, you can go on Instagram and DM me a globe or earth emoji. Okay, and or if you have an Android, I don't know if you can do it with an Android, but if you can't do it with an Android, I know you guys have your own emojis, but I just don't know like how they'll show up on my phone, you know, on Instagram DMs. So if it doesn't work like that for you know what, just go on my, all people, everyone, not, if you have an iPhone or an Android, or I don't care what you have, DM me and just say Earth 10 for 10% off of a personal 30-minute reading. Okay, and I will give you 10% off of a personal 30-minute reading. I'll give you a link to book and everything, and we'll go ahead and get it cracking, and we'll get to the bottom of whatever this self-worth issue is for you guys. I feel like I've dealt with self-worth issues in my past, and it really, you know, it hits close to home. It hits really close to home. There's always a turning point. There's always a moment where you question, why am I torturing myself? So, and we can just ask spirit different things. Where does the self-worth issue lie? We can ask spirit, you know, what is the creative project? You know, how can we feed our creativity and really get to a different wavelength here? Okay, so let's go ahead and move on to air signs. Okay, if you're an air sign, this is the part of the reading that is for you. Okay, air signs, let's get right into it. Spirit, what information do we have for air signs during the Leo season, the 2021 Leo season? I feel like there was just a little air of mischief when I asked that question. You know, spirit was like, I guess because air signs are mental beings, spirit might want to play a mind game with us a little bit. Okay, we have 5 cards, so let's go ahead and get into it. We have the Knight of Pentacles, which is all about doing hard work. It speaks sometimes about physical labor. It's not going to be physical labor for everyone. For some of us, it's going to be mental labor. For some of us, it's going to be actually, you know, doing the work. You know what I mean? And so that's what we can look forward to during the Leo season. And right under that is like the Wheel of Fortune. So I feel like once this labor and this energy is put out into the world, the Wheel of Fortune is going to turn very much in your favor. And not that it's not in your favor, it could already be in your favor, but it's just like that energy of cultivating that continued success, okay, that continued abundance. And that's what I'm really hearing for the air signs here, is continued abundance. Okay, we have the Sun card here, so there might be a lot of eyes on you. There might be a lot of people looking at you, and you might just have a lot of energy. But I do encourage the air signs to spend some time outdoors. Make sure you're getting your daily dose of vitamin D. Make sure you're in the sun and enjoying that energy that the sun has to offer. I feel like it can do a lot in terms of creativity, in terms of, you know, just a general expansion of the gifts that you already have and the work that you're already doing. Okay, so we have the High Priestess here, where she's getting the information, she's getting the facts, and she's applying it. The key here is application for air signs. Okay, it's like you're just applying the information. You're, like I said, you're doing the work. It's like, so the way I can think about it is like, because I'm an air sign, I can relate this easily to myself. But the way I can, make this connection is that I have a day job. You know what I'm saying? A lot of my day job is on the computer. I do casting for television. And so it's like, up until now, I've been really learning a lot about casting. I've been in this job less than a year. I'm approaching a year next month, and I've been doing so much information collection, information gathering, and now it really is my time to apply it. My boss, her role is expanding, which means my scope is also expanding, and I'm gonna have to be a little bit more putting input creatively, or just applying what I know and moving not without the guidance that I would necessarily be used to in a new position. It's no longer a new position. So there you have it. That's what the high priestess is saying. Like, air signs, you guys are gonna have to kind of, in a way, fly on your own. You've been doing a lot of information gathering. You've been doing a lot of collecting of information. It's now time to bridge the gap and apply the information that you've learned. Okay. We have the Six of Pentacles, so it might be time to give back, and I feel like the giving back is really energy-wise for the most part. It brings itself forth in, I feel like, the physical life, just in terms of spending time and things like that. And like, I want to say sharing the energy. The energy is really what's valuable here for you guys. And you want to be putting that into the world. Okay. And like, another way to really make it make sense is an applied world is like, if you guys have friends that you love that are just right on the cusp of kind of where you are, give them a push, give them a helping hand. You know what I'm saying? Like, it could be in business, it could be socially, friends that are struggling around you that are just, having a hard time maybe communicating. You can help them, be there, be a listening ear for them, absorb information from them, let them talk to you, and help them. We're communicative signs, you know what I'm saying? Air signs are all about communication. It's a very mercurial energy coming through here. But you're gonna be helping people convey their feelings and come to terms with things. Okay, I feel like also you might want to be like a little generous in terms of like I said, that continued abundance, that wheel of fortune staying upright and staying in our favor. It's not coming without the hard work, but it does need to be paid forward. And so that could mean anything. That could mean putting your friends onto the game, okay? Or putting your subordinates onto the game, really just not withholding the abundance and the information. That's what I'm saying here with the Six of Pentacles. Be generous, be philanthropic with everything, with I don't want to say with everything, because obviously everybody's at a different level, so don't put yourself to where you're going without. But be philanthropic with positive energy, be philanthropic with positive affirmation, be philanthropic with just making people feel good, making people feel seen. It's important. It's going to be key to you guys' continued abundance. Okay, the Empress is here, which means everything you guys are touching is expanding, is what is the word I'm looking for? It's reproducing, it's multiplying. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of fertile energy here. There might honestly be like some pregnancy vibes and a new baby in the mix for some of you guys. But if that's definitely not what it is, and you guys know what you want more than anybody, so if that's definitely not what it is, then you don't have to panic and you don't have to freak out. This is simply your creative projects expanding and being worth something, really. Okay, and then lastly we have the Fool. Okay, and the Fool is all about embarking on a new journey, and I just feel like you guys are coming into a new level of, it's not necessarily a newness of like you're totally switching and pivoting. Some of you guys might very much be switching and pivoting careers or whatever, but it's like, for a lot of you guys, it's this energy here combining with the Fool, and it's like the energy of something that you've been working towards and working on for a while, is you're finally at the point where you can fly alone with it. You know what I'm saying? Where you can be, I feel like for some, like, the Fool doesn't necessarily point to a promotion, but for some of you guys it will be a promotion. It's just like you're gaining your own wings and you're flying alone. You know what I'm saying? She's ready to go off of the cliff, She's ready to just take on this new world. You know, I don't know why I'm so like itchy, but I'm sorry if it's distracting you guys. But yeah, she's really ready to take on this new world and this new energy. And so that's what I see for you guys. You guys is us. Okay, us air signs. That's Libra, Libra, Gemini, and why am I blanking? Aquarius. That's my moon and my rising sign. How could I forget about Aquarians? And I somehow mixed the Leo card back into this mix, so it's not really anchoring us anymore, but I don't care. That was on point for me, so I hope that it was on point for everyone else, for all my other air signs. Oh my god, and I almost forgot. Sorry, this is a little backwards for you guys. Maybe you guys needed to get that information before you got this information. I never get upset when I forget the order in which I'm doing things, because I know... Oh, expression. Okay, expression came out. My cards are flying away, so give me 1 second. Expression here. And I feel like that's the throat chakra energy. That's definitely Gemini energy. I don't know if it's Aquarius and what's the other one? Aquarius and so step out of your comfort zone, okay? Oh, and you know what? I just see, this is what I was getting at before I was distracted. So expression. Remember what I was saying with the Six of Pentacles and this philanthropic energy? This is where expression comes in, because I don't feel like so much the expression is going to be your plight and your focus during this season, but what I'm feeling here is that this is where you're going to be helping other people. You're going to be helping other people understand and express where they are, and it's going to be so liberating to them. It's going to be like such an energy shift for them that it's going to benefit you. You know, it's going to come back to you full circle, and that's where this Wheel of Fortune energy is coming in. It's like you're giving people the liberation that they need, and it's really coming back to you in such an abundant way, okay? And if you're not necessarily the type of person that, you know, helps with that or does that, you need to step out of your comfort zone, and you need to be that person. You need to be that ear during this time. Spirit, what else? Hold your vision. Okay, hold your vision. Step out of your comfort zone and hold your vision. I do feel like with the comfort zone too, we have the Fool card here. The Fool is very much about, you know, stepping out of their comfort zone. It could be the Fool is just on a brand new journey. The Fool has the Fool is a fool. You know what I'm saying? They don't know. They have no knowing of what could go wrong. They feel like, you know, they're looking at the world through rose-colored glasses, and they really just feel like, what could go wrong? And they're not wrong. You know what I'm saying? They're not wrong. That is definitely a great energy to approach any newness with in your life. But let's just see what advice we have and what affirmations we have for I'm gonna pull one more crystal card. So the first crystal card that came out that flew away was the Adventurine, which was create your own luck. And I felt like it was important in terms of this reading, because the Knight of Pentacles is here doing the labor and creating his own luck, if you will, okay? Like, that's the energy we had in the back of the deck. The Knight of Labor, like the Knight of Labor. The Knight of Pentacles, the guy who's really doing the labor, who's putting the work in, you know? He's not waiting for some divine miracle. He's creating his own luck. And then we have Citrine, which is bringing the light, okay? Like I said before, people are really going to be attracted to you guys. People are going to be attracted to you guys, and they're going to be looking at you, and it's going to be in some way they're like begging you for that good energy, those good vibes. Like, they want you to rub off on them. And especially with your Empress energy, because everything you're touching is just expanding and multiplying and doing so well. And that is also like the hearts that you're touching. They're transforming. They're becoming just as abundant as you are. And that's how you really want your circle to be. You know what I'm saying? You want to be in a circle full of spiritual, oh, can I say that? I'll beep that out. You want to be in a circle of spiritual bosses, okay? You know what I'm saying? Spiritual gangsters, like people that are out here taking what they want, okay? And then let's just get an affirmation out for the air signs. Spirit, what affirmation? Oh, I am connected. Wow. Spirit is out here speaking today. I have more in common with others than I realize. I seek commonality with people rather than focusing on outward differences. I am connected. So yeah, air signs, I feel like if you're anything like me, I'm a Gemini, so this really spoke to me. If you're anything like me, you might have been in a period of withdrawal, which is not a bad thing at all. I don't want you to feel bad about it. It was necessary, but it's time to come out of that. It's time to really come out of that. It's time to connect with people, explore your commonality with people. You know what I'm saying? You're in a place where you're really like meeting your soul tribe. You're building your long-term friend group for this time of your life, like this period of your life, and you need to connect with people. You need to get with people. And I feel like with the Six of Pentacles, it's not necessarily that you're linking up with people that are ahead of you or that you aspire to be. While that can be, you know, some of the people that you run into, some people that motivate you or whatever, and that's very necessary. You're going to be looking at the people that you already talk to and the people that you're already close with, and you're really going to be deciding like who has the strength to come where I'm going. Okay? And those are the people that you're going to be like, you know, you definitely, I see it in you. You have the strength to come where I'm going, and I'm going to pull you up. That's what that Six of Pentacles was about. Very good. Good for you guys. Good for us. Okay? So let's go ahead and move on to what did we not do? We did earth, we did air, we did fire. Let's go move on to water. And let me bring back out that strength card, because we need that as an anchor. Maybe air signs didn't need it as an anchor, and spirit don't make no mistakes. Okay? So let's go ahead. I feel like we need it as an anchor for the water signs, because water definitely rules your emotions, and I feel like we just need that as an anchor. Okay? And so I'm gonna go ahead and find it. And in the midst of finding it, I'm adjusting my cards so that they're all upright, because spirit has something in store for y'all, water signs. Okay, if you're a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, this is the part of the reading that is for you. Okay, spirit, what information do we have out here for the Cancer and Scorpio and Pisces people? Okay. One more card, spirit, for my Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Just one more, please. There we go. All right, so the star was definitely trying to come out, and it landed itself in the back of the deck up in reverse. Okay, so before I get to that, let me go ahead and pull out a chakra card for you guys. I really don't understand like why cards have to have that exhaust. Like, what? Go save that for the racetrack, buddy. Okay. Ooh, forgiveness and sexual energy is what you guys got for your chakra cards. This is I love this. Oh my gosh, where is this card with this exhaust going that it's still circling around me? Go on. Okay, now back to what I was saying. Forgiveness and sexual energy. I really love these two colors together, the orange and the green. I feel like these are my colors for the summer. So I'm glad you guys got those. They're just so appealing to me. Okay. And so what do we have here? In the back of the deck, we have the star in reverse. So I feel like maybe a hesitation there. Maybe there might be some hesitation on you guys' part. Maybe you're not quite feeling it's time to strike, if you will. Okay. So with that, we have the World card. And maybe there's like a period of observation that's coming along with you guys, because there's just a lot of eyes going on in this thing. You know, I took out the Strength card again, and it's like she's gazing out and looking at something. Like, I feel like she's deciding whether to make a move. I feel like the World card is here because the World card is such a positive card, is such a positive energy, but it is fixed. It's that energy of like not wanting to necessarily go one way or the other, backwards or forward. It's just a fixed energy. It wants to stay where it is. It wants to stay in this light cloudy, I want to, like, not cloudy in a sense of not knowing, but like just able to float and go, you know what I'm saying? Just existence in itself. Okay, and we even have the King of Wands here, and he's really gazing out and looking at something and maybe deciding whether or not to strike. So I feel like there's a lot of contemplation going on for you guys in the Leo season. There might be a little disagreement, a little battle that you guys have to go through and work through. But let's see what else is coming out here. Six of Swords. I feel like you guys are going to walk away from the battle. Okay, so we have the Five of Wands, the Six of Swords, and then the Seven of Wands coming through. So there's definitely a story to be told here. There is some sort of battle, some sort of conflict that will arise in your life, and I feel like you're going to definitely withdraw yourself and move on to calmer waters. It's not going to be something that you feel like deserves your energy to fight for. It's not going to be something that you feel like needs to be, you know, a pillar in your life. It's not something that you want to fight for. It's something that you're totally okay with letting go when this conflict arises, or that Spirit wants you to be okay with letting go. Spirit wants you to either to be okay with letting go, maybe to make more room for new things. Okay, we have the King of Wands, and the King of Wands is a very swift and mysterious energy. He definitely represents a lot of fiery energy, and he's waiting for his moment to strike. He's waiting for his moment to do what he needs to do. Okay, he's not going to move without contemplation. He's not going to move without looking at the factors and deciding where he is, what angle is best to attack from. And I feel like that's what's going on with you guys. You guys might be withdrawing from things and taking your own personal space during this Leo season because you really want to figure out where is the best area for you to attack. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of what she's doing with the Seven of Wands. She's kind of like sorting through and seeing like she might just be picking one stick up at a time, saying, what wand am I going to use? The wand represents action, you know, so what action am I gonna take? Contemplation is a huge key for you guys. I feel like I'm sorry, I'm just so irritated. I don't know what it is. Like, maybe I have mosquito bites or something, but it's just really irritating me. Spirit, what more information can we get for... Yeah, a lot of contemplation going on here. And even though I fixed my cards up, they're back crazy again. They're all in reverse. Some of them are flipped one way and some of them are flipped the other way. Like, they're all crazy again. So I feel like you guys need to wait. You guys need, like, there's such a waiting energy because there's so much confusion and so much chaos. Like, even the Seven of Cups is in reverse, saying, you know, it's not time to make a decision. You don't have all the information yet. And even the Knight of Wands in reverse. The Knight of Wands is a very hasty energy. The Knight of Wands knows very well what a false start feels like. It's just not time to make a decision. It's not time. Even in terms, for some of you guys, this is going to be relationship wise. Okay, it's not time to make a decision on forgiveness and on how you want to share your energy. Okay, your sexual energy. It's not the time. You can really take your time, water signs, with figuring out where you guys want to place these energies in you, where you want to place your forgiveness, where you want to give your sexual energy to. You don't necessarily need to make or break any situations right now. You really just need to contemplate. Contemplation is really what's coming through for you guys, and I'll just go ahead and leave it at that. I feel like all of these situations are going to be so specific. If you are interested in knowing more, you can book a personal reading, but really Spirit wants you to just take your time. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to the Moonology cards. Okay, you're very close to achieving your goal. You're very close to achieving your goal, and a win-win outcome is for, oh, there was something else behind that. A win-win outcome is forecast. And then you have be bold and make the first move, which came out as well. And I feel like these cards are coming out to say, like, you really don't have much to worry about. You can take your time. Like, it's not this, whatever situation or conflict you're confronted with right now, you don't have to step out of your energy to fix it. You can really just be where you are and take your time. Like, if anybody wants to argue, you let them argue with themselves. And it's totally okay to tell somebody, I'm not really ready to make a decision right now, and they can decide what that means for them. You don't want to be around anyone that's rushing you into making a hasty decision anyway, okay? And if they can't wait, if they can't afford to wait, it's not what's best for them, that's okay too. You don't have to be feeling no type of way, and you don't have to take it personally, okay? Loosen your grip, okay? That's the advice Spirit has for you, is to really just loosen your grip, okay? You don't have to try to control anything. You don't have to necessarily be a part of anything. It's totally okay to walk away from anything. Spirit wants you to walk away from something, to not fight for something, okay? And get up and get moving. So maybe it might be time to embark on some more individual and that's really what I'm seeing with the Seven of Wands. You see, she's by herself here. She could be by herself fighting 6 other wands off. That's, you know, Spirit might want you to just engage in some battles by yourself. And it's like you're going from this 5 of Wands energy of this chaotic, too many people doing too much situation, to really just taking something on by yourself, okay? And then what is your I am still, yeah, you guys are really in a period of waiting and rest. I am still is your affirmation, and it says, I understand that there are times to move and there are times to be still. In my stillness, I seek greater understanding. I take time to rest and contemplate. Oh my God, how many times did I say contemplate? I'm on point. It just feels so good when everything you're reading is in alignment, guys. So it says, I take time to rest and contemplate. I strive for unconditional happiness here in the present. I am still. So Spirit really wants you guys to be still, okay? It's not time for you guys to make a move right now. It's time for you guys to chill out. It's time for you guys to rest, relax, and get your thoughts and your mind together. And you don't have to bring the hammer of justice down on anybody. You don't have to make any decisions. I feel like there's somebody pressuring you or forcing you to make a decision that you're not ready to make. And it could really be in terms of like a romantic relationship, whether or not to keep it or whether or not to let it go. And it could be for many different factors. It doesn't necessarily have to be a cheating thing, although for some of you guys it probably is a cheating thing. But for others of you guys, it might hold itself a little bit more in like your emotional space. Like, how much of yourself are you really ready to compromise or give up, or things in that way? You know what I'm saying? It might be financial for some of you guys too. It might be financial, but you don't have to make a decision right now. You can take your time. You can take your time, and nobody should be rushing you. And if you feel like you're being rushed uncomfortably, that's why that sorry, I put the cards back and I still have so much to say, but that's where that 6 of Swords comes into place. Moving on to calmer waters. You're physically going to be moving, or mentally going to be moving, to a space where you can gather your thoughts at your own speed, okay? And that was the vibe check. That was the vibe check there for all signs. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, share, do what y'all do, okay? I hope, I feel like this was my best vibe check yet. But I'll go ahead and let you guys go and enjoy the rest of your Leo season. I know I'll be enjoying mine. And you know where to find me if you're looking for a personal reading. My link is in my Instagram bio. You can find me on Instagram, Zoe's Intuition. And, happy healing. Bye.